All right, everyone, so I appreciate you joining this video. I received this in the mail yesterday. I know what it is because I ordered it, but I wanted to do a live open box because I think this is a game changer for the paint industry. I really feel that it is. So y'all need one of these little paint knives here. They're pretty cool, but they are sharp as a mother. Now, I have never seen these in person. I've just seen the beautiful pictures of it. Graco is trying to change the spray game for us sprayers. So let's get this out of here and look at this. It is the new Graco Contractor gun. Now, I've never seen it, but you said that you have.
Yeah, we saw it here a couple weeks ago. Walked through it. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit about what's going on here. But
so there's so many things going on with the guns. With any of the spray guns, this is probably one of the most important tools as a painter who sprays can have. And as you can tell, let's show you a video what those four top things say. I'm gonna read them out to you so you know what they say. So the first one is the easy fit adjustable trigger. The second is up to 50% pull force, so there's less pressure to have to pull that back on. Lightest weight in class. Now, being someone who, on my crew, I do the majority of spraying when we're on a ladder of 30-40 feet, so that ability to be light is good. And then complete rebuild in seconds. So let's open this up. Let's see. But being Mike actually brought something. Tell us about this one.
So this is the most recent before this Contractor PC gun. This is the Contractor gun. So we'll just compare. You know, they're obviously saying lighter trigger pull, lighter gun in general. The adjustable trigger. We'll just compare how the new one is a little bit upgraded from the old one.
Okay, so sorry, I have a really small area here at Topgolf doing this. So the first thing, as I have this out of the package, it is lighter. It's definitely a lot lighter. So, which is nice. I really love the color. I love loud, vibrant things. Yeah. So that new color.
The other good thing about this particular gun is it has an adjustable attachment. I think you might have to unscrew it, but this black section here can slide down and it can switch between a 2-finger and a 4-finger pull pretty easily.
It is. So we have one of these ones, and on the old gun, my crew likes to use the four trigger, but we would have to disassemble the gun right here. So on the new ones, you don't. There's a little knob you turn on it.
Oh, there we go.
And as Mike showed you, there you go. So if your crew, if you're working on a crew where you have certain people like the four-finger trigger, then they can do that. You don't need to stop in the middle of your job, which as the contractor who's painting, time is money in any industry. So if I don't have to change this because I have one guy that wants 4 fingers or 3 fingers, sure. Graco did a good job there.
Another thing, Robbie, how many times have you been in a spot where you have to reach to get to the corner or something?
A lot.
Reach out, you know, you grab it by the edge, and then you can one finger it rather than having that 2-finger trigger there.
Exactly. So
you get a little more reach with it.
Great outlook on that. I didn't even think about that. As far as the tips go, they look as if it's still the same.
Exact same assembly up here.
So yeah, the assemblies are the same on both. So when you buy this new gun, but when you do, you're not going to have to change the housing part. You'll still be able, and these are the Rack 5 tips.
Rack X.
The Rack X.
Yep.
You can still do the FFLP tips.
FFLP.
You have to change. Do they fit in these now?
FFLPs fit in the blue guard.
Okay. So if you have the blue guard and you have the FFLP tips, you can still swap out. I highly recommend, if you aren't using the FFLP tips from Graco, you need to go get them. Talk to your Sherwin guys or whoever you get your paint supplies from, because it's less overspray.
The biggest thing is you can shoot at about 1,000 psi less, which helps with you're not blowing through your tip as quick. Your motor's not running as hard, so you're not running through your pump as quick.
Save wear and tear on it.
Everything runs faster or longer when you're not using as much pressure.
So let's talk about the other thing. So if I want to clean this gun, so let's say I just got done spraying a house. I've done maybe 40 gallons and I'm getting ready to clean this. If I want to clean this out, there's a filter inside here. I know that's shocking. Some of you don't know there's a filter in the handle, but there is. But look at what Graco just changed. So this is really hard to clean. Show us how it's done.
So you're talking about the needle.
The needle, yes.
Okay. So the needle is where your wear parts are on the gun. And I believe this just comes out here. I guess this one I've never done it. I've never done it either, but I believe this just unscrews
it
right
unscrews
here.
And pulls out. Now I do know with this is as you're doing that, what that's meant to do, like if you've sprayed and you've gotten a clog and your paint spray is not working properly, it will, you may need to pull it, like twist, pinch and pull, but it'll get clogged up. And this is really hard. You can't really stick a needle, as he's saying, in there. This did come with instructions, so maybe on the video
let's take a look at that.
We'll do that before we break it.
The filter that you were talking about, I'm interested to see here. So on this gun, it looks like a little bit different. The handle pulls off the top, whereas on this one,
it's at the bottom. So there's a change,
and then these just slide off, unscrew from the handle. That's real similar to the old one.
So the filter system is the same. I got a little bit ahead of myself, but
so it looks like same filters.
Same filter, but it's so much lighter though.
Yeah.
It's comparably to this, even with this on, it's so much lighter. I can't tell you by weight because I'm not a mad scientist, but I really felt Graco changed it. Now let's see if we can get that repair and replace needle kit out. Yeah. Because as someone who's spraying all the time, and the majority of my tools I clean, so it says unscrew cartridge.
I think I know what's going on.
There's a little pin point you have to push on it.
There you go. So you just squeeze the pins in there.
Okay.
And that pulls your trigger loose. And
there you go.
Out.
Now don't touch it. There's a lot of oil in there, or I imagine it's some type of oil.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get your fingers all over it. But hold that real quick. So if you're getting a lot of clogs, you can fix this. The other thing too, which I think where Graco has completely changed the game from any other sprayer, I'm not gonna have to replace the whole gun if something goes bad.
Right.
I can contact you or Graco and get this replacement.
Yep.
So, let me show you how this is. So if you guys look at this gun right here, there's on both sides, and there's arrows so you can read it. And see, you push that up, let's pull that back in. Oops, hold on, I clicked that. Look at us, we're like novices here. You think we've never touched a spray gun before. So, as far as the open box, everything seems beautiful on this. It seems like it's going to function well. It's going to be easier to clean. I like that they've changed that, honestly.
Yeah. We essentially just replaced the needle.
Yeah.
In that amount of time right there.
Exactly. So, and to clean them, it's going to be a lot easier to clean. This is really heavy. I never noticed that. I never noticed how heavy these were. So, as far as I go, you know, with other guns that are out there, the functionality of it seems beautiful. The design of it is they stuck to the classic design, but they've made it lighter, more beautiful, because I love that color. It's like a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. That blue that you would see, that's what it reminds you of, like going back classic with that color. And then this trigger thing is what you pointed this out. I don't know if everyone saw, but
so yeah, compare that to this trigger.
So yeah, if you're doing the pressure test on it, there's a lot more. You have more action on this. It's not. I think got to be careful with this because of how loose that feels. If you get scared easily.
Yeah.
So put a note. Don't talk to me while I'm on my ladder. Got a lot of homeowners that like to do that to me. I'm sure other painters get that as well. But what you were saying, like if you're around, like, so for me, I'm okay reaching around, but I know a lot of guys that their finger strength isn't strong enough to do it with one finger if they're reaching around. And if you've ever sprayed, you know that feeling of trying to reach around a corner. If however this extends on here.
Unscrew that piece right there.
Okay, let's
That's just finger tight.
so let's show everyone there. So on the back of this, there is a little screw there that once it's loose, it will allow you to function. And there's little notches. So what Graco did is they made a slip proof.
So it's a 2, 3, and 4 fingers.
Yeah, it's a slip proof. So, you know, if you have someone that wants 3 fingers, you can do that. And then, you know, however you want that, you're going to be able to just come back here. Because if you're up on a ladder 30 or 40 feet, the last thing you want to do, the last thing I want to do is I don't want to get down. So if I can't reach that corner and I really need to reach out like that, you know, I can still get, look at that pressure. I don't think, I'll do it with the right hand. It's a lot harder to do. So kudos to Graco for it. We'll be doing a video this week spraying with it, so stay tuned for that. But as far as the initial open box, the fill and touch, where would you guys rate this as far as what Graco's put out? I mean, they have the homeowner's gun. Now this is a contractor. Obviously, if you're not a contractor and you're spraying, I'd still recommend give them. I don't know what the price is on these. I know what I got it for. Are they in your guys' store yet? Or
Not
no?
yet. I've got them coming. I would expect about a week or 2 out.
Okay, so Graco, thank you so much for making this beautiful paint tool. And I feel like once I give this to my crew this weekend, they're gonna love it. I think they're gonna see a big change.
It's a home run for sure.
Yeah, it does. And now that I actually, you guys have seen that we use the hide tool that has the dual tips.
Oh, yeah.
It adds a little bit of weight to my spraying, so I really feel like this is going to take a lot of that pressure away. So I'll definitely have to hook up that hide tool to this to show. But yeah, so anything else? Any last words you want to say on this? Or?
You know, the one thing I think that Graco's really focused on lately is making repairs easier for the painter. You know, it's easy to take your gun in or your sprayer into the store and have them, you know, put a repack kit in or put a needle kit in or whatever. But then you're out for a week or however long it takes for the store to do that. Whereas now, like we saw there with the needle kit, I mean, you can do that on the job and you're down for 5 minutes.
So would you recommend, obviously that's not something that's going to break a lot. Your needle kit's not going to break. But you know this from working with me for the last year. I'll always order more parts. Like with my Graco Ultramax, I order more cups. I order more of the little blue filters that go up underneath it. Because it's important, like you said, when you're on a job, the last thing you want to do is stop. And the last 12 months, well, maybe the last 2 years, Graco started adding these things and you guys have started stocking them. So when you purchase this gun, ask your vendors if they're gonna get that part, because I would say whatever that cost is, put it in your tool bag in the event of, because anytime you have to stop your job, it's not helpful.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, definitely. And if your guys aren't, make sure you go to your managers. If the employees don't know, talk to the managers so they know. And if you can't get that, you guys are very good. I don't worry about you guys. But there are Graco reps. Most stores, the Sherwin, every store I think for that matter, has a Graco rep that comes in to the store. So talk to your Graco rep and try them out. Are you going to throw these on the rental? Because I know there's homeowners that watch these videos as well.
I haven't thought about that yet. Probably.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice. I know it says contractor and homeowners on contractors, but in the big scheme of things, if you can make the job easier for a DIYer or for a big contractor or a small contractor, it's better overall for business. So, last thing, Graco, I think you guys did an amazing job on this. I know that there's other stuff coming down the pipelines. We were discussing it. I'm really excited about that new thing that's coming out this year, that is coming out. So there'll be a video on that coming up. But Graco, great job on the contractor. I think it's called actually Contractor PC. So awesome. This is what it looks like. Thank you all, and stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment if you have questions. You can find me on Instagram at /painting. I usually answer most of my questions there. But we're gonna go back to hitting some golf balls. You guys have a great day.